If I sat in that chair at that dealership in a franchise yard, I'd run circles around that dealership. I know that's gonna set fireworks, up in the air. Nearly 18 years in the business now. Over the time, I've learned how the back end, thoughts and patterns of these franchise dealers work. I don't always agree with them. There's guys sitting in chairs in franchise yards who think they can run a dealership, and I'm telling you from now, if I sat in that chair at that dealership in a franchise yard, I'd run circles around that dealership and I would actually put them in their place. It's a lot harder to run an independent yard than a franchise dealership, and I know that people are gonna have their comments, and people who are using other people's money are gonna tell us that they know how to do their job. And I've seen time after time after time, these guys fail. These guys make shit decisions. And I know because for nearly 18 years, I've been wholesaling these guys vehicles. I'm talking thousands and thousands of vehicles over time.
Took control, run the game. Best believe I'm shining down. Counting up my wins, yeah, I love it when
Their patterns, for instance, for example, let's talk about these cars that I've got on my floor right here around me. I've got two Audi RS3s. I've got a sedan and I've got a hatch. Both the same year, both very similar kilometers. And I'm telling you from now, I've learned to keep the stock that I want for myself and then not even bother ringing these guys to wholesale them, because the reason is if they've got an RS3, which I'm telling you a lot of people don't even have one on their lot right now because they don't want to outlay $100,000 on a vehicle for retail, because they think the sweet spot sometimes is between 20 and 50 grand, where I don't play like that. And the reason why I'm telling you that they won't even keep this car, let alone two of them, is because they're scared. You guys are scared in case you might sell a car. You guys ring me and you say to me, I need stock, what have you got? Sell me some of your stock. And then when I do offer you some of that stock, you don't want to play with it because, oh, it's a 100 grand retail car. The market's not there right now. We've had bad luck with that car in the past. Yeah, not because your salesmen are not trained correctly how to sell a car and you guys forget to sell on emotion. I think that's the reason why you get stuck with cars. But the reason that we keep these cars is A, we know how to sell a car. B, we know how to work on people's emotions and put them into the cars that they like. But we know how to create the excitement. And when a customer comes in here, they might realize they don't actually want this boot space, and they like the look of the hatch better. And they're gonna decide, you know what, I want this hatch. And if you don't have the hatch sitting next to that sedan, they wouldn't even have known that they wanted a hatch and you wouldn't have sold the car. And that's how you make money. That's how you increase the value for your month and you have a win.
hello, I'm the freshest in the place when it laps with my body.
So one of these two cars is obviously gonna sell first, or we could sell them to a husband and wife in a package even, or girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boy, whatever it is. You have to have them to be able to sell them, to have the opportunity to make money. Don't be scared having a go at oddball cars when you literally got half of your floor plan on the floor and you need stock. You can't sell concrete, guys, and that's your problem.
Head to toe while I'm dripping in style, I'm fly.
The other thing is, you've got something that's 100 grand, you're gonna get a better trade-in off that car. 9 times out of 10, we are trading something really good. We could be trading a GLE, an X5, GLC on this car because they just want to get out of their boring car and they want to start having some fun with their life. Or they could be getting out of one of these cars. For instance, we traded this car. Someone wanted to trade backwards on a car, put some money in their account, and they bought an S3. A million different reasons as to why you should be keeping these cars on the floor. You don't know and you don't have the answer, guys, that are out there and worried about your live market and your back-end analyticals, and our last 7 years of sales in our dealership are telling us that we need to buy this specific stock. You don't know, because people are coming off the street, your BMW dealership or your Mercedes dealership, and they want to come and buy a car in excitement. And you guys aren't making it exciting for them to buy cars. And this is the reason why I'm telling you, if I come into your dealership, everything would change. Your formats, your systems, how you see things, your profits would change. And I'd run circles around your used car managers and your new car managers, and that's fact. Because I've seen how you operate. And to run a dealership that's independent and be successful, that's when you know what you're doing. And I know other people can relate to that. Around the country, there are plenty of independent yards. These guys know how to nail it. And I see these guys and I deal with them, and I've got really close relationships with people that are like-minded to myself, and we just succeed and we keep going and we just go up and up and up because we're running circles around people who don't know what they're doing. So the idea is when you come into a franchise yard and you're a manager of that yard, you guys forget that you're missing out on cars for $1,000 or $2,000 to other dealers because you're too scared to have a go. And you're forgetting the point that you might trade a vehicle and you might get finance on that car. And then you've also gained a customer for life if you've done your job correctly. So not only are you making money on the back end for finance and you're potentially under trading a car or trading a car that you potentially can then sell again for another profit. All for the fact because you decided that you didn't want to pay that extra $1,000 for this red Audi RS3 that, mind you, you can't find its sister online. It doesn't exist. We've got the only one. This is the thing I love about used cars. There's only one of that specific vehicle. There is no two identical cars unless we're talking about a 2025 or 2024 Land Cruiser and they've both got 10Ks on them and they're both Land Cruisers with 10Ks, right? You get it. But if you're talking about a Land Cruiser with 20,000 Ks and another one's got 20,000 Ks in another state, you don't know how that car's lived its life. You don't know what owner it's had. You don't know if it's been through water. Has it been bush bashed? How they've been driving it? Have they been crunching the gears and the clutches stuff? This is what I mean about used cars. There's only one used car and I buy the cars on emotion and I'll sell you the car on emotion and I'll price my car in my own market, not against the rest of the country, because we've got the only red RS3 in a sedan with these Ks this year in this condition. So guess what? You want to buy a nice car in perfect condition with no marks and a full Audi service history, then you're going to come in here, you're going to get the experience and hopefully you enjoy the experience and you're going to leave here with an amazing car and you've paid whatever you paid because there is nothing to compare to. Obviously, over the last 18 years, I started at franchise yards. I started working as a new car salesman, then a used car salesman in franchise dealership. I got headhunted, ended up at auction houses, ended up working for companies in other states, in different states, doing my thing because I was good at what I was doing. What happened was I decided to go out on my own and then I started working hard and I started hustling. And I worked out the formula. And the formula is having a go and taking a chance and buying with your gut. If you've got the instinct, you've got the instinct. And we started off small. And now we're here. I used to have 3 yards at the same time. I went back to wholesale because the market shifted and it was just easy. And then I came back to retail. And now we've got the first warehouse and we've just taken the second warehouse next door, which we'll show you the videos on. And we're just growing steadily and patiently and doing the right thing by our customers and making sure that everyone knows our brand, Auto Lux Cars, and we are known across the country for what we do. And that's special. What we are doing is special. We've worked out the formula. Keep following us. If you want more videos like this, if you want to know how to run a business, if you want to see the kind of staff that we're hiring, like, subscribe, follow. We want to do something different for this industry and we want you guys to follow along.